Ah, my dearest friend, welcome. Take a deep breath, and let's open our hearts to a journey that will truly transform your life. This isn't just a book, it's a sacred space, a garden where the seeds of self-love will blossom within you. As Ruben White so beautifully shares in his profound work, Self-Love in Action, Exercises and Practices for a Fulfilling Life, available on Amazon, we're about to embark on an adventure of the soul. Chapter 1, Unveiling the Essence of Self-Love, and What It's Not. My beloved, we begin at the wellspring of understanding. Imagine your heart as a magnificent tapestry, intricate and unique. Before we weave new threads of joy and acceptance, we must understand the very essence of the fabric, self-love. It's not a fleeting cloud in the sky that passes by, but the very sun that nourishes your spirit, a continuous dance of discovery and devotion to the most important person in your life, you. This isn't about fleeting indulgences or a gilded cage of self-absorption. No. Self-love is the gentle, steady hand that guides you through life's storms and celebrates your triumphs, big and small. It's the profound knowing that you are a magnificent child of the universe, inherently worthy of all good things. At its radiant core, self-love unfurls like a beautiful lotus, revealing these exquisite petals. Acceptance, this is the embrace of your whole self, the vibrant colors and the soft shadows. It's understanding that you are a complete masterpiece, imperfections and all. Affirm, I lovingly accept myself exactly as I am, right now. Compassion, picture yourself holding a precious, fragile bird. That's how you cradle your own heart, especially when you stumble or feel overwhelmed. It's whispering words of comfort to yourself, just as you would to a dearest friend. Affirm, I extend kindness and understanding to myself in every moment. Respect. This is honoring your inner wisdom, listening to your needs as if they were sacred whispers. It's drawing clear, loving boundaries, like a beautiful fence around your garden, protecting your peace and well-being. Affirm, I honor my needs and set loving boundaries that nourish my soul. Authenticity, this is shining your unique light, unapologetically and joyfully. It's allowing your true essence to radiate, without dimming yourself to please others. Affirm, I am my authentic self, and my light shines brightly. Nurturing, this is tending to your inner garden, your physical body, your emotions, your thoughts. It's prioritizing self-care as if it were the most important appointment on your calendar. Affirm, I lovingly nurture my body, mind, and spirit each day. The misconceptions, what self-love isn't. Sometimes, dearest ones, we confuse self-love with other things, like looking into a funhouse mirror that distorts the truth. Let's clear away these dusty illusions so your path to self-love becomes crystal clear. Self-love is not selfishness. Think of a vibrant pitcher filled with water. If it's empty, it can't pour water for others. Caring for yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. When your pitcher is full, you have an abundance to share with the world. Selfishness, however, is draining others' pitchers for your own gain. Affirm, as I fill myself with love, I have more love to give others. Self-love is not narcissism. Narcissism is a lonely fortress, built on a shaky foundation of ego. Self-love, by contrast, is a gentle, grounded garden of humility, self-awareness, and compassion. It's seeing your own beauty without needing constant applause. Affirm, I am humble in my knowing and compassionate in my being. Self-love is not vanity. Taking pride in your appearance is like adorning your temple with beautiful offerings. It's a joyful expression. Self-love is appreciating your body for its strength, resilience, and inherent beauty, no matter what society whispers. Vanity is an excessive, outward obsession. Affirm, I appreciate and cherish my body as a sacred vessel. Self-love is not indulgence. Occasional treats are like delightful sprinkles on a cupcake, sweet, but not the whole meal. Self-love involves making sustainable choices that nourish your long-term well-being, not just momentary escapes. It's building a strong, healthy foundation. Affirm, I make choices that support my highest good and long-term well-being. Self-love is not always feeling good, my sweet one. Life is a grand symphony of emotions, some joyful, some somber. Self-love doesn't demand constant euphoria. It means you allow yourself to feel all emotions, like waves on the ocean, and still treat yourself with profound kindness through them all. It's about how you treat yourself when you don't feel good. Affirm. I am safe to feel all my emotions, and I hold myself with gentle compassion. Interactive, journal prompts to explore your personal definition and misconceptions. Journaling, my dear, is like having a quiet conversation with your soul. Take a pen and paper, create a cozy space, and let your truth flow onto the page. 1. What does self-love mean to you? Write down your personal definition, using your own words and experiences. 2. What does self-love feel like in your body? Describe the physical sensations associated with self-love. Is it warmth, lightness, a sense of peace? 3. What are some common misconceptions about self-love that you've encountered? Reflect on how these misconceptions have influenced your understanding of self-love. 4. When have you felt truly loving towards yourself? Describe a specific instance and what contributed to that feeling. 5. What are some barriers that prevent you from practicing self-love? Identify any internal or external obstacles that hinder your self-love journey. 6. How do you differentiate between self-love and selfishness? Explore the nuances of these concepts and how they apply to your life. 7. What are your core values, and how do they relate to self-love? Reflect on how living in alignment with your values supports your self-love practice. 8. What does a life filled with self-love look like to you? Visualize your ideal life and how self-love plays a role in it. 9. What is one small step you can take today to show yourself more love? Commit to taking action and practicing self-love in your daily life. 10. What are some messages you received as a child about your self-worth? How do these messages affect how you treat yourself today? Exercise, identifying and challenging negative self-talk. The inner critic. It's like a persistent little gnat buzzing in our ear, trying to tell us we're not good enough. But darling, you are more powerful than any gnat. Learning to identify and gently redirect these unhelpful thoughts is a vital step in cultivating a beautiful relationship with yourself. Step 1. Become aware of your negative self-talk. Imagine your thoughts are leaves floating down a stream. Your job isn't to stop them, but to simply notice them. Pay attention to the thoughts that arise throughout the day. Notice the tone and language of your inner critic. Is it harsh, dismissive, accusatory? Identify common themes or patterns in your negative self-talk. Write down these thoughts. Keeping a journal of negative self-talk can be a powerful mirror. Common types of negative self-talk, the gnat's tricks. All or nothing thinking, viewing situations in black and white terms, with no middle ground. Example, if I'm not perfect, I'm a failure. The gnat says, it's all or nothing. Overgeneralization, drawing broad conclusions based on a single event. Example, I messed up this presentation, so I'm terrible at public speaking. The gnat says, this one mistake means you're always bad. Mental filtering, focusing on the negative aspects of a situation while ignoring the positive. Example, I received positive feedback, but I can't stop thinking about the one critical comment. The gnat highlights only the shadows. Discounting the positive, dismissing positive experiences or qualities. Example, I only succeeded because I got lucky. The gnat says, it wasn't really you. Jumping to conclusions, making negative assumptions without sufficient evidence. Example, they didn't respond to my email, so they must be angry with me. The gnat writes the whole negative story before it even begins. Magnification and minimization, exaggerating the significance of negative events while downplaying positive ones. Example, my small mistake is a disaster, but my accomplishments are insignificant. The gnat uses a magnifying glass for your flaws and a tiny lens for your triumphs. Emotional reasoning. Believing that your feelings reflect reality. Example, I feel inadequate, so I must be inadequate. The gnat convinces you feelings are facts. Should statements, holding yourself to unrealistic expectations. Example, I should be more productive. The gnat dictates impossible rules. Labeling and mislabeling, assigning negative labels to yourself or others. Example, I'm a loser. The gnat brands you with limiting labels. Personalization, blaming yourself for events that are beyond your control. Example, it's my fault that my friend is upset. The gnat whispers that you're responsible for everything. Step 2, challenge your negative thoughts, speak to the gnat with love. Now, let's gently question these thoughts. Remember, thoughts are just thoughts, they aren't always truths. Question the validity of your negative thoughts. Is this truly, absolutely true? Look for evidence that contradicts your negative beliefs. What proof do you have that the gnat is wrong? Reframe negative thoughts into more balanced and realistic ones. How can you see this in a kinder, more truthful light? Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Does it lift me up or pull me down? Ask yourself, would I speak to a friend this way? If not, why speak to yourself this way? Techniques for challenging negative self-talk, your inner superhero tools. The thought record, write down the negative thought, the evidence that supports it, and the evidence that contradicts it. Then, write a more balanced alternative thought. The what-if technique, imagine the worst-case scenario and develop a plan for coping with it. This can help reduce fear and anxiety, like knowing you have an umbrella for a rainy day. The perspective shift, imagine a trusted friend or mentor offering you advice. What would they say? What wisdom would they share? The cost-benefit analysis, weigh the costs and benefits of holding on to a negative thought. Does it truly serve you? The 3 questions, Byron Katie's inquiry. Ask yourself, 1. Is this thought true? 2. Can I absolutely know that this thought is true? 3. How do I react? What happens when I believe that thought? Example. Negative thought, I'm not good enough. Evidence supporting, I made mistakes on my last project. Evidence contradicting, I have received positive feedback in the past. I have skills and talents. Everyone makes mistakes. I am learning and growing. Balanced thought, I am capable and worthy, even though I make mistakes. I am learning and growing with each experience, and that is perfect. Practice. Throughout the week, keep a journal of your negative self-talk. Use the techniques above to challenge your negative thoughts. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Use positive self-talk to counter the negative. For every negative thought, try to find 2 positive ones to speak into existence. Remember, my dear friends, you are a radiant being, worthy of immense love. Every step you take on this path is a beautiful act of self-love. What small step will you take today to honor your magnificent self?